Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Steve. This is the Dynamic Reason channel. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit the subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a return to subscribe as always, guys. Welcome back, and I appreciate your support. Guys, listen. This story has been circulating for a couple of weeks now. Well, not a couple of weeks, but fairly within the last 2 weeks. And it's about this woman right here, Kadejah Brown. Now, Kadejah Brown is the woman that everybody's talking about on social media, where she was on Facebook Live and got into an argument with her husband and her mother and the mother-in-law, her mother, in which she wound up shooting this man on Facebook Live, thus killing him and ending his life. And I want to talk a little bit about that. And I want to talk a little bit about domestic violence and a couple of other things that I hope are not upsetting anybody, but these are things that needs to be said. So before I begin, everybody knows about what happened to her. I want to give you a brief update with a 44-second video clip of when she got arrested, her bond and everything else, and then we'll come back and really talk about this. Also, happy Easter, you guys. I know you guys are out there with your Sunday best on the day. As for me, I'm here chilling. Let's roll this clip. We'll come back and talk about it.
Bond is set for the Columbus woman accused of killing her husband on Facebook Live. Kadejah Brown is charged with murder after this Saturday morning shooting at Green Tree Apartments. Lowndes County Sheriff Eddie Hawkins says Brown and her husband, 28-year-old Jeremy Brown, have been arguing most of the night. He tells WCBI the husband was allegedly trying to leave the apartment and defuse the situation before being shot. The entire incident was being played out live on Facebook. Deputies recovered a handgun along with shell casing. Bond for Kadejah Brown is set at $750,000. Coroner Greg Merchant says an autopsy is scheduled for Jeremy Brown. The sheriff says this is an active and ongoing investigation.
All right, guys, that was a quick update about Kadejah Brown and what happened. Now, it says that she has a $750,000 bond, right? And my thing is this, and I'm going to just come out and say it. I think this woman is an idiot, and she's not the only one. For anybody to put their business or any kind of argument on Facebook Live for the world to see, which is one, it's none of their business, and two, nobody cares. They just want to see drama and see stuff like this happen to people, like that argue amongst themselves. Misery love company. I don't understand why a lot of people, a long time ago, used to be a lot of women doing this. Now you see men doing it too. Now you see young kids doing it. It's like a repetitive behavior that makes us look bad as a people and just bad, period. Nobody cares about your business. That's the first thing. Second of all, this is not just some boyfriend or some bum off the street, Kadejah. This was your husband. The man had pictures of him and his children. He seemed like a family man. He came home. He didn't come home at the time you wanted him to come home, but he came home. The kids looked like they loved him. Somebody tell him lying. Kids look like they loved him. You look like you loved him. I think part of the reason, guys, that this whole thing started was the mother-in-law. Her mama was involved. And she always probably had a little thing in it. Because in the video, if you guys didn't see the video, I will leave the link in the description box below. You can see the whole Facebook Live interaction. It's a few seconds. It doesn't show them getting shot or anything, but you can hear the pop in the background. But she makes herself look so stupid. Facebook Live is what did you in. You know what I'm saying? Police say they had a history of domestic violence. I think it's mainly on her part. And I'm going to tell you something. Why is it that a lot of times when the man want to go, the woman won't let him leave? Get in his face. You going to talk to me. Y'all get him all on him. And then, you can't overpower him. And then when he starts to move you physically, you hit him with this, don't touch me. You better not touch me. And all of a sudden, things go haywire when he has to move you or bump you out the way because you're standing in his direct path of escape. A lot of times, guys try to dead the situation. I've seen it a million times. Two people argued. The guy, like the girl's girlfriend there, hey, let him leave. He ain't going nowhere. Next thing you know, all of a sudden you're fighting, and then the guy go to jail. It's not right. It's not right. That man was leaving, Kadejah. Why you ain't let him leave? He lived there. He was going to come home eventually. Let him chill out. No, you want to talk to me now and all this stuff. You're trying to shine in front of your mom. And your mom, man, listen, the mom was co-signing that BS. I'm not feeling that. Me personally, if a chick is real close with her mom and then her mom starts to get in my business, I have no problem telling the mother, hey, you need to mind your business. And I damn sure ain't gonna let no mother-in-law, nothing live with me. That's not gonna happen. Now, I'm not saying that she was living there, because I think in one part she was like, yeah, I had to come over here. And listen, if it was all about cooking for the kids, you also turned up worrying about him, waiting for him to come in the house while y'all wasn't cooking. Ain't his job to cook for the damn kids anyway. It's his job to provide and problem solve for the house. Now, if he came in at a time you didn't agree with, you pull him to the side. Your mom ain't got to be involved because he ain't married to your mom. And that's the big thing. She was all in his space. Did you see that, guys? All in his space. All in, getting in his way. Won't let him move. You crowding. That right there is a violation. Men don't like stuff in their face. Men are confrontational. And when you do that, that is what? Confrontational. Then you wonder why things happen. Come on, man. It's a body language that needs to be established between men and women. And a lot of times women know that. They just put it up there like, okay, he ain't going to hit me because I'm who I am. Yeah, well, he didn't think you were going to shoot him neither. And then nothing. Why you have a gun? Guys, why does she have a gun? Then he's like, I'm calling the police because you pulled the gun on me. Listen closely in the description box of the video. I'm calling the cops. What you going to tell him? What you going to tell him? All of a sudden, I think she hit him too, because if you listen to it, when all of a sudden his voice turned up like he was hit or something like that. And I think he did mention that she hit him and he was trying to get out of there. And she wouldn't let him go. And he's like, oh, you going to pull a gun on me? The gun goes off. I guess when he was trying to get around her, she got the gun in her hand. The gun goes off. You shoot the man. And here's another thing. To pull a gun on somebody, you got to be a bold son of a bitch to do that. Because you don't know what's going to happen if you put that gun away. That's why when people pull guns out, if you don't use it, man, woe be to you. Or pull it out when you need to pull it out. Don't just pull it out to try to make it look like you tough, because you never know the thinking and feelings of somebody that you did it to, because you put them in a life-threatening situation, even though your hand was behind the trigger. He'll probably never forget that. She probably knew it was over after that. You know what I'm saying? He'd get up on her. She'd get up on him with the gun. The gun go off. Boom. You still shot him. You still shot him. Why'd you have a gun anyway? That's your husband in your house. Yeah, they said he had a history of, I don't think nobody pulled guns on nobody before. She was trying to show off in front of mama. Mama was there. She tried to show off in front of her mama. Then with the gun, this is the thing. A lot of times, and I'm not saying all women, just hear me. A lot of times, women like this, they get in your face and all this other stuff, expecting the smoke. And then when the smoke or the chaos jumps off, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, oh, I don't want to go to jail. Did you hear her say, I don't want to go to jail? A bunch of screaming, hooting, and hollering. Now chaos ensues. We went from a lawful situation where you trying to establish the law and order with the gun, and then when the gun do what the gun do, all of a sudden you don't know what to do, and a bunch of screaming and hollering. Did you hear the mother-in-law? She's screaming too. Why? Why? You didn't see it coming? You're supposed to be what? The voice of reason. You're a mother, a grandmother. You're supposed to have wisdom as a woman. You're older. What the fuck was that? Like mother, like daughter. Did you hear the one part where the mom said something about, hey, such and such, this and that? Then Kadejah gonna jump into it. Yeah, like she said, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? See? Two hens just pecking at you at the same damn time. I'd have been out of there. That ain't flying for me. And I think part of that, he was a little bit passive. And when he met her, he let a lot of stuff go leading up to her being bold like that to him. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. Whoever's for you is for you. And when you meet somebody, you need to establish what you will and will not accept in the beginning, regardless of you think it's cute or not. And I think that's a lot of major problem in the black community, where we like people so much, everything they do, be it positive or negative, is cute to us because we want to get to a certain position with this person. We got to stop that. That's fake. Be real. You understand me? Be real. Hey, don't put your hands on me. I don't play women putting their hands on me and this and that. Now, I know we just started dating and stuff. Let's establish these guidelines right now. I don't do that. And ladies, you should do that too. You should do that too. because we won't have interactions like this, because now we understand each other's boundaries and personal space. Where'd she get the gun from? I think she had the gun sitting somewhere so she could pull the gun out on him in front of her mom and try to shine like she checking him. Honestly, that's and then the biggest thing is he tried to leave. Why didn't you let him leave? You wouldn't stop. You talking to him, hey, you gonna cook for the kids? That ain't his problem. Long as he bringing in money in the house, being a protector of you, moving forward with his legacy, and you see the advancement of him, and he's taking you and them kids with him, and he's doing everything a man is supposed to do, get off of him. Now, I'm not saying you ain't got a right to be angry, because I don't know that particular situation, but damn, have some respect for who he is and deal with it accordingly when mama ain't there. That's all I got to say. Listen, guys, I ain't trying to get riled up on Easter. I ain't found no Easter eggs on the hunt. I'm pissed. Y'all know how it go. Y'all got your Sunday best on. I wish you the best. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to get turned up, but Kadejah Brown is an idiot. And now you're in jail. I don't want to go to jail. Where you at? In the Who Scout. And it's an unfortunate situation. No dad. Mom's locked up. Who got to raise them kids? Might be good kids. Grandma. One of the kids is a girl. The cycle continues. Think about that. The cycle continues. Kadejah, your mom wasn't good for you in their relationship. What makes you think she's going to be good with raising her? Because the way you was acting, it was like your mom was in control. What you think your daughter going to grow up acting like? But you locked up. That's something we need to think about. When you have children, something is always bigger than yourself. So stuff you normally do as a single person or unmarried person or a single, not a parent, you can't do it no more when you got little mouths to feed and those relying on you for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I'm Stock Market Steve. This is the Dynamic Reason channel. Remember, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy Easter and you take care.